Because our top story comes in from this all-out massive political blow-up over Hindutva. And it magnified more so once Rahul Gandhi jumped into it. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi waded into the fiery Hindutva debate. Rahul Gandhi said that Hinduism is not about killing and beating minorities, while Hindutva is. The former Congress chief further added that Hinduism and Hindutva are different. Rahul also said that the divisive and hateful ideology of BJP and RSS has overshadowed Congress's loving and nationalistic ideology. BJP hit out at Rahul over his what the BJP said were his anti-Hindu comments. The Saffron Party questioned his silence on Salman Khurshid and Rashid Alvi's statement.
Is Hinduism about beating a Sikh or a Muslim? Hindutva, of course, is. But is Hinduism about killing a clerk? In which book is this written? I have not seen it. I have read the Upanishads. I have not seen it. Where is it written that you should kill an innocent man? I am unable to find this in Hindu scripture, in Islamic scripture, in Sikh scripture. I can see it in Hindutva. So these are the type of things we have to discuss, and these are the type of things that we have to spread among ourselves.
It is at the behest of the Gandhi family, particularly Mr. Rahul Gandhi, that the other leaders of the Congress party, be it Salman Khurshid, be it Digvijay Singh, be it Rashid Alvi, or be it Manishankar Iyer, they often speak against Hinduism. This pathological hatred for Hinduism amongst the Congress leader gets its traction, gets its energy from Mr. Rahul Gandhi and from the Gandhi family.
They first fielded Salman Khurshid with that obnoxious claim that Hindutva and Hindus are the same as ISIS and Boko Haram. Then you had Rashid Alvi, another senior leader from the Congress party, come out and say that all those who chant Jai Shri Ram are actually Nisachars, meaning Rakshas. And today, Rahul Gandhi, by coming out in the open and equating Hindutva to a violent ideology, when the Supreme Court of this India has opined that Hindutva is a way of life, very clearly indicates that the Gandhis are anti-Hindu. It is under their presidentship, under Sonia Gandhi's and Rahul Gandhi's, which has been the case for the last 20 years, the Congress has become the new Muslim League in this country.
जिसके लिए सब कुछ केवल वोट ही हो, देश सेकेंडरी हो, से क्या करना? संघ को लोगों को समझने के लिए भारत के सनातन इतिहास को समझना होगा, तब आरएसएस को समझ पाएंगे।
सर, एक बार फिर से एक बहुत बड़ी डिबेट छिड़ गई है हिंदुत्व को लेकर। कांग्रेस के पूर्व अध्यक्ष राहुल गांधी, उन्होंने हिंदुइज्म वर्सेस हिंदुत्व का जो कंपैरिजन किया, उसके बाद बीजेपी ने पूरी तरह से अटैक कर दिया। किस तरह देखते हैं इसे आप?
कांग्रेस के पूर्व अध्यक्ष राहुल जी जो बोला है हिंदुत्व और हिंदुइज्म के बारे में, ये सावरकर का जो राइटिंग्स है उसको देख के ही बोला होगा, क्योंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग पूरा सावरकर को पढ़ा नहीं है। सावरकर जब 100 साल पहले इस लोगों ने बताया था हिंदू, ये जो हिंदू तो कोई धार्मिक नहीं है, ये पॉलिटिकल विचारधारा है। जो हिंदुत्व के खिलाफ करते हैं ये नहीं समझना है वो हिंदू धर्म के खिलाफ है। और सावरकर खुद एक नास्तिक था, वो धर्म के बारे में बात करने का और उसको विचार को लेकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो हंगामा मचा रहा है, ये हास्यास्पद है। ये जो नास्तिक आदमी है वो धर्म के बारे में कैसा बोलेगा? पॉलिटिकली बोलेगा ना। सो राहुल जी जो बोला है वो ठीक ही बोला है।
On the other hand, Congress leader Rashid Alvi also sparked a massive row after Salman Khurshid, where he compared Ram Bhakts or certain Ram Bhakts to demons, Rakshas. After facing major backlash, the Congress Neta issued a clarification saying that not everyone who chants Jai Shri Ram is a saint, and that his remarks are being politicized. The BJP was quick to hit out at the Congress leader. BJP IT cell head Amit Malviya accused Congress of spewing poison towards Ram Bhakts. The Congress Neta's controversial remarks comes a day after Salman Khurshid compared Hindutva with the ISIS.
राम राज्य कैसा होगा? राम राज्य में नफरत की कोई जगह नहीं होगी। आज भी बहुत लोग जय श्री राम का नारा लगाते हैं वो सब मुनि नहीं, वो निश्चय होशियार रहने की जरूरत है। मैंने हरगिज ये नहीं कहा कि जय श्री राम बोलने वाला हर आदमी राक्षस होता है। मैंने कहा है कि जय श्री राम बोलने वाला हर आदमी मुनि नहीं होता है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तो आदत है कि वो एक एक लफ्ज निकाल के उसको एक्सप्लॉइट कर दे।
All right, viewers, let's move on now to the state of Rajasthan, which finally seems to be moving towards a cabinet recheck, which was up on the anvil for over a year now. Well, the reason to accommodate what is seemingly being suggested as a disgruntled Sachin pilot. Now, Sachin Pilot met Sonia Gandhi today. The meeting lasted 45 minutes. Pilot said he discussed the political situation and party affairs in Rajasthan with Sonia Gandhi. Pilot will also be meeting other Congress leaders. The meeting comes just after Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot met the Congress top brass yesterday. According to highly placed sources in the Congress, Rajasthan cabinet rejig will take place soon, and one post, one person formula will be used while considering appointments. Sources say 3 sitting ministers, Raghu Sharma, Govind Dotasara and Harish Chaudhary, have already expressed their desire to be relieved from their current ministerial posts, which open up vacancies for 12 posts in the Rajasthan cabinet.
আমার কাছে আছে যে যে মেলগুলি আমি এক্ষুনি আপনাদের সামনে বললাম, তুলে ধরলাম, প্রত্যেকটা মেল আমাকে বারবার অভিনন্দন জানানো হচ্ছে, প্রযোজককে অভিনন্দন জানিয়ে মেল করা হয়েছে। তারপর হঠাৎ করে এখানে গণমাধ্যমে যখন বাংলা কাগজে যখন বেরোলো, এখানকার ইংরেজি কাগজে যখন বেরোলো, জানি না এখান থেকে কোনো ফোন গেল কিনা, এখান থেকে কোনো কলকারি নাড়া হলো কিনা, তখন দিল্লির কর্তাদের টনক নড়ল এবং দিল্লির কর্তারা এই ছবিটিকে বাদ দিলেন।
नाच न जाने आंगन टेढ़ा एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय चलचित्र उत्सव है जिसका कि 52वां कड़ी हो रहा है। यहाँ पर कोई राजनीति नहीं होता है। अब किसी का यदि चलचित्र का चयन नहीं हुआ तो उसमें आपको तृणमूल और बीजेपी दिख गया।
Over to the state of Karnataka, and suddenly a Bitcoin scam from the year 2020 has come back to haunt the current Karnataka government. Here's more.
Drugs, cryptocurrency and politics. A tech thriller is playing out in Karnataka, and it has created political ripples. And at the heart of this cryptocurrency saga is a 25-year-old. This is Sri Krishna, and he's a high-profile cybercrime mastermind, the man who orchestrated a scam right under the government's nose. Before we get you the details of the political face-off playing out over this young man's crypto racket, let's explain exactly how Krishna duped the Karnataka government of crores and almost got away with it too. Here's how the hacker procured 7.37 crore rupees via Bitcoin from the government portal. Krishna hacked into the e-governance portal in 2019 and authorized a transfer. The hacking was discovered by a financial consultant who traced down where the Bitcoin was transferred and found that the funds were sent to unrelated accounts of an NGO in Uttar Pradesh. This put up a red flag, and authorities then started probing the case. Sri Krishna, a whole year later, was arrested and named the mastermind of the scam. And this 25-year-old wasn't just any normal hacker. He was using the money siphoned from these accounts to buy drugs, and that's how he was nabbed. Sriki, as he was called, bought drugs from abroad on the dark web by hacking government websites. This is not the first time Sriki has swindled money. He was arrested and granted bail in 2015 for hacking a bank account. He's also accused of being involved in a pub brawl with Congress MLA's son. He went absconding after being charged with attempt to murder. And just last year, he was arrested for cyber fraud and drug peddling. Former Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy has alleged that Bitcoin scam mastermind Sri Krishna also hacked into Jan Dhan accounts.
ಜನ್ಧನ್ ಖಾತೆಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಖಾತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿನಾಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸತ್ಯಾಸತ್ಯ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಬಂದಂಥ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಆ ಜನ್ಧನ್ ಖಾತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡೆರಡು ರೂಪಾಯಿನ ಏನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 6,000 ಕೋಟಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜನ್ಧನ್ ಖಾತೆ ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಉಳಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನ
Now this entire 2020 racket has been raked up in 2021. Why? Because the Congress claims that influential politicians have been named in this scam and there's a conspiracy afoot to protect these netas, a charge vehemently denied by the Chief Minister.
ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರಭಾವಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಮುಚ್ಚಾಕ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ತನಿಖಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರಿಗೂ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಯಾರನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಚಾಕ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ತಪ್ಪಿತಸ್ಥರಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಯಾರೇ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿರಲಿ, ಯಾರೇ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇರಲಿ.
Officials have conducted inquiry. They have booked the case. Karnataka government has booked the case. Our BJP government has booked the case way back in 2020, and we have completed the investigation. 3 cases against him regarding hacking has been charge sheeted, and it is further referred to ED and Interpol branch of CBI because of the international nature of transaction.
With Shriki being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate now, and no specific names of any politicians yet out, this murky Bitcoin scam is expected to keep Karnataka politics boiling in the months to come. With video journalist Madhuar, Nolan Pinto for India Today.
All right, viewers, this is very good news. Focused on the phase 3 trial data of Bharat Biotech's Covaxin, the prestigious medical journal Lancet has given Covaxin a thumbs up.
Highly efficacious and no safety concerns. That's the verdict on Covaxin. The phase 3 clinical trial data is now peer-reviewed and published in the prestigious British medical journal, The Lancet. Covaxin has 77.8% efficacy against symptomatic COVID-19. Covaxin induces robust antibody response 2 weeks after the doses are given. And no vaccine-related deaths or severe adverse events were recorded during the randomized trial involving 24,419 participants aged between the age of 18 to 97. The trial took place between November 2020 and May 2021 in India.
The Covaxin phase 3 trials are now published in a peer-reviewed medical journal, and the results show that we have a safe and effective vaccine in preventing symptomatic disease, severe disease, and also asymptomatic disease.
There are 96 countries that have agreements with India for mutual recognition of vaccination certificates, which means that Covaxin is now accepted in multiple countries. The indigenously developed and manufactured Covaxin was accorded emergency use listing by the World Health Organization on the 3rd of November. Covaxin and Covishield, the Indian variant of the AstraZeneca vaccine, are the 2 main jabs used in the country's immunization program.
उसको इमरजेंसी यूज लिस्ट में शामिल करने से 96 कंट्री ने ये 2 वैक्सीन को मान्यता भी दी है, और इंडियन नागरिक दुनिया में ट्रैवल करना चाहे तो ये 96 कंट्री की सूची कोविन पर है, और कोविन के माध्यम से उसको विदेश जाने के लिए जो सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए वो वैक्सीनेशन सर्टिफिकेट भी उससे मिल सकता है.
Well, it has been a good month for India's Covaxin, the homegrown vaccine, after being embroiled in numerous controversies and after delays in approval. The vaccine's listing by the World Health Organization and its data being peer-reviewed and published not just means global acceptability of the vaccine, but also as a feather on India's hat. The country has now a truly made-in-India vaccine that is going to help in the global fight against the pandemic. In New Delhi, Sneha Mordani for India Today.
Well, viewers, that's good news, isn't it, for those of us who are co-vaccinated. With that, I'm going to go into a quick break, but you do stay with me. On the other side is our fact check segment. Welcome back. You're watching our fact check segment where we bust certain myths masquerading to be facts on social media platforms and WhatsApp groups. There's a claim in the form of a video which seemed to suggest an inundated Chennai airport amidst the flood scare this time. The fact check on that, it has nothing to do with Chennai, leave alone India. This video is a 2017 video from Mexico City Airport. With that quick fact check, time for us to go into a quick break, but you do stay with me. On the other side is To The Point.